Hey everyone, Dave from BC Bushcraft. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to ask you guys a question on whether or not you would choose an axe or a knife in a survival situation or, just for general purpose bushcraft. What tool do you guys value more in the woods? Do you value having an axe or do you value having a knife? If you have a particular preference with your axe or with your knife, please include your size and the details on what type of an axe and what type of knife that you might choose. And I'll give you my personal opinion on what I would rather have in the woods, whether it's survival or bushcraft. And earlier on in my YouTube channel, I did a couple survival top 3 items, and I chose a knife both times. After doing some more videos, I would definitely lean towards more of an axe. Probably, somewhere between 20 to 26 inches, roughly 1.5 to 2 pound head. In general, in the type of woods that I live in, an axe is very valuable because of how wet and rainy it is. It's just easier to get your firewood. It's just easier to build shelters. And, I would sacrifice the kind of fine detail carving and maybe some of the other things that a bushcraft knife would be particularly better at than an axe. You could still do most of your general things with an axe, and when I did my survival overnights, I found an axe to be just a powerhouse tool, in your bushcraft kit. The saw is very specialized. The knife is also a very general use tool, in my opinion. You can do a lot of different things with a knife as well. as well. But overall, I think I'm starting to lean towards an axe more so than a knife. Things change over time. Things change with experience. It also really depends on the environment that you are working with. I mean, if you're doing desert survival or desert bushcraft, why would you have an axe? It's not very functional. A knife would definitely be more suited towards something like that. It is personal preference, I think, too, it comes down to, but I also believe that an axe probably would be better in a heavily wooded environment. Overall, you can still do all of your major tasks and things like that with it. I would still like to know your input on whether or not you would choose an axe or a knife. Furthermore, I would also like to know whether or not you would choose to have, if someone could gift you an expensive axe or an expensive knife. So say someone was like, I will give you a Grants Force Brooks for free, or I'll give you whatever expensive bushcraft knife for free. What would you choose between the two? And your reasons why as well. For me personally, I would choose an expensive bushcraft knife over an expensive axe, just because I feel that an axe is an axe. As long as it's sharp and well taken care of, it'll perform very similar towards another axe. All of my axes are restored axes. Besides my Fiskars X7, I don't own an expensive axe. I have more knives than I do axes, and I do perfectly fine with them. So I would like to have a Grants Force Brooks eventually one day, but I don't find it completely necessary. And with that being said, I really don't find expensive knives completely necessary either, but I definitely would rather have an expensive knife gifted to me rather than an expensive axe. So that's just my 2 cents. I'd like to hear what you have to say on both opinions, whether or not you would choose an axe or a knife in a survival or just bushcraft in general. And whether or not, if you could have a gift given to you, what would you rather choose, expensive axe or expensive knife? Anyways, until the next video, I hope you guys have a great day. This is Dave from BC Bushcraft. Take care.